Trolls are a race of magical beings that are distantly relative to Earth and like them possess inherent eldritch magic. However, unlike elves, who are for most part balanced in their eldritch affinity, trolls are nearly devoid of affinity with green eldritch aspect. They are a race of predators and are often tax raiding neighboring settlements of other whites, but there are examples of cooperation with other white races. Basic information. Anatomy. Unlike humanoid elves and most humanoid deva, trolls have a more varied appearance, but generally resemble a cross between a shark, chimpanzee, crocodile, deer, and velociraptor. They vary greatly in size and shape and are usually between 3 and 21 feet in length. An unusual aspect of troll race is their sex dimorphism. While both femboy and tomboy trolls exist, the troll males are generally more monstrous, while the women are more humanoid. Like elves, there are hermaphroditic trolls, both constant and sequential, but unlike elves, there are no sexless trolls. Trolls are a very varied race, but all trolls share a few traits: ability to regrow lost limbs, tapedum lucidum, and superior sense of smell. They are also of great eyesight, as well as possess a superior immune system, at least when compared to Adamites. Eldritch traits. Troll innate eldritch gifts are regeneration, ability to perceive the spirit world, innate glamour, dominion, a preternatural knack of doing things tied to an aspect of biological life, which can, with training, become an ability to manipulate this aspect. Each troll has 3 dominions at birth, but can develop up to 6 more. Those who die, unless the cause was blood loss, turn to stone after death. Ability to gain substance by acting in accordance with one's nature, but this only lowers the amount of substance needed from other sources to not replace it. In addition to this, individual trolls possess 3 to 6 additional gifts, which can vary greatly. Subraces. There are 9 varieties of trolls. First are the geographical varieties. North Scandinavian trolls have the longest noses and are the tallest, usually. South Scandinavian trolls are the hairiest. Island trolls typically do not have tails but often have horns. Continental trolls are more feminine by troll standards. Second are the biomic varieties. Night trolls are the most intelligent but are most vulnerable to sunlight, with even the smallest exposure being fatal. Wood trolls are the strongest and completely immune to sunlight, which only has an effect similar to minuscule amount of capsaicin on them. Mountain trolls are the largest. River trolls are the most animalistic, resembling essentially crocodiles with long noses and opposable trumps. Cave trolls are the slowest. An individual troll is a member of one geographical variety and one biomic variety, which means that there are actually 20 subraces, unless they are a hybrid. There are also several civilizations of trolls, which are their cultural subraces. The most important are Scandinavian trolls, are what most Europeans think as trolls. They differ from troll baseline by influence of Scandinavian culture. It focuses on martial honor and death in battle. Albeit the Scandinavian trolls take more from a Scandinavian champions called berserkers than the wider Scandinavian culture. Also, their ties with darker aspects of nature is more prominent here. What are subraces native to Hibernia and Caledonia, and are water-dwelling tags who include the ranks, goblins, and sometimes various types of river-dwelling dragons. Rakshasa are native to Southern Orient and alongside trolls claimed ghouls and ogres as members. They are more than tags forming small kingdoms. Oni are the trolls and ogres of Nippon. They have a strong warrior culture component to their culture. Varniani are trolls native to near Orient of Chtonion. They are in cahoots with Baphomet and often kidnap people to sacrifice. However, there is a sizable amount of rebels who dwarf Baphomet anywhere they go. Ustaki are trolls from Erdo. They have an elite aristocracy that is bound with long dragons on a mystical level, and their interaction with other white civilization is either as tricksters or as raiders. Kalmantar are culture of trolls from Talamach and are secretive bandits living in the forests of that world. They are known for raiding. Genetics and reproduction. Trolls, similar to elves, reproduce sexually and usually give live birth. Trolls have a lower fertility than humans on average and longer pregnancies lasting for 12 months.
What is the
Trolls have
stage
5
in
possible
culture?
sexes: male, female, constant hermaphrodite, sequential hermaphrodite, and satis. The ratio of sexes is about 46% male, 46 female, 6% constant hermaphrodite, and 2% and 4% are sequential hermaphrodites. Troll
What
sex determination
defines their
schema is different than
society?
other mammals, being homomorphic, chromosomal, and dependent on 2 genes. Doctrine stages. Similar to elves, trolls have a weird maturation compared to humans or Adamites, but it is even weirder. They start puberty at 5 and become adults at 90. Also, they go bigger their entire lives. Dietary needs and habits. While their dietary needs are not dissimilar to one of elves, they need to eat much more protein and are more carnivores, which fits as they are mesocarnivore predators. Biological cycle. They usually sleep during the day, but become much more active during
Choose
the
your
night,
first
sometimes
tome
even at
of
dusk.
magic.
Behavior. Two major aspects of troll psychology is
What is your
self-expression and
ruler's
wisdom.
origin?
Since they have limited ties to green, they are not very social thinking, but they are very prone to possessing an egoist philosophy to even greater
Reveal
degree than
yourself.
elves. Also, their ties to blue makes them more prone to philosophizing as well. Additional information. Social structure. Troll families are small matriarchal societies led by older female. These societies are essentially large extended families, with women being leaders and males being hunters and gatherers, while other teams of both sexes being workers. These have a distributed form of society formed from these families, similar to bears. So, a troll society is a distributed net of allied families. Sometimes, however, a hierarchy forms with troll kings living in mountains in the territory of troll society. These troll kingdoms do not need to be actual trolls or even white, as gnomes often dwell in such places and are even crowned by trolls themselves. Personal characteristics. They possess long noses and long snouts. These are only slight protrusions in females, but usually resemble a crocodile with Pinocchio nose in males. Average intelligence. Trolls are very intelligent but are often lacking in other areas of mental faculty. Also, there is a tendency for difference between genders. Troll males are more intelligent but much less wise, while female trolls are less intelligent but much more wise. Perception and sensory capabilities. Trolls, like elves, have a great sense of sight, possessing dodecachromatic sight, with 3 receptors found in Adamites are the most common. They also possess near-infrared, 2 shades of orange, yellow, chartreuse, cyan, 2 shades of violet, and near UV. They also possess a great sense of smell, being able to smell the scent of spilled blood from a mile away. Another great sense they have is hearing, being able to hear things 3 times as quiet as humans can. Civilization and culture. General ideas. Wise and smart females, strong and hard males are the standard in most societies, and is influenced by culture. Interspecies relations and assumptions. Trolls often get along with elves, but they can often be enemies. Also, trolls are often enemies of other white races, like Adamites or Halflings. Some troll cultures are combining societies with other races, such as ghosts or ogres, really also dragons and dwarves as well.
Your journey begins.